So I wanted to go over the weekly pay stubs and how much money I've been making for the last 4 weeks. And so let's go over it. So this is the second check. The first check, they didn't send me the pay stub because I only worked for 1 day, and it was $500. I have the bank. They just deposited to my. Actually, it was deposited in Cash Apps, I think. But let's just focus on this one. So on this, I hope you can see this on a video clearly. So on this is a 3 delivery pickup. Those are the pickup, the cities where I pick up these things from. So I picked up in these cities: Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Nevada, and then I deliver it to Illinois, and then pick up in Lincoln, Illinois. I deliver it to Kansas City. From Kansas City, I picked it up in that city called Lenox, Kansas, and those things, the pay, this is how much each pickup, the rate for the pay. The 3 deliveries I pick up, those are how much they pay: $5,400, $1,750, $5,300, and then the total amount is that's the total amount. Okay, that's the total amount. Eventually, at the end of the week, the total amount of money that the truck makes is $12,450, and I get 25% of the total amount. So if you calculate 12,450 minus, if you take the percentages of 25%, this is how much I was paid. Let's see, I tried to zoom in, but it's not working for me. Yeah, there you go. So for that week it's $3,112 and $3,112.50. So let's go to the next week. So that was, if you look at this, the work is from 10:25 to 10:31, and I was paid 11:05. Okay, and there was no expense. I didn't pay anything for that week. I don't have any expense. I'm a company driver. But let's say if there is if I buy anything for the truck, the company will reimburse me. Let's say that I buy a windshield washer, the water. The company will reimburse me for that. And then we go to the next page. On this day, I delivered 2 deliveries, just 2 deliveries. I picked up from that city, Salah, Washington, and I delivered it to Texas. And then the load pays $8,400. And then on the second delivery, I picked it up from Houston, Texas, and it was delivered to Kansas City, Missouri, and it was paid $2,200. And the total amount for that week for the truck, how much the truck make for that week, is $10,600. and the amount of money that I made is $2,650, plus you see I paid for the truck wash. You say truck wash $50, and then they also reimburse me for the truck wash $50. So the total amount that I made for that week is $2,700. Let's go to the next pay. This is the next pay. And then again, if you the cities that I pick up this week, I actually worked. I pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 pickups. Those are all the cities where I'm picking up these things from. I don't know if it's visible on the screen, but that's where I picked up. This is where I delivered to, the city, and then the states, of course, on this side. And this side pickup. And let's move on this. So there is no layovers, there is no detention because I wasn't waiting. This is by the way, I was doing a bobtail only. This company, they don't have a trailer. They doing a bobtail with they only have a truck, Penske truck, brand new truck from a dealership, and that's what I was running. I pick up all this stuff that they pick up is from a bobtail. They will send you to pick up a loaded trailer. Most of their stuff is a loaded trailer, or sometimes you just go and pick up a trailer, empty trailer. It look like they're renting a trailer from a Amazon, from a Swift, from a JB Hunt. Most of the trailer is brand new, but again, it's not their trailer. The trailer belongs to some other company. So far I show you, I think, 3 of them. Let's go to the next one. I think this is like the last one. On this one I did a 1, 2, 3, 4 deliveries. You can see the cities. It's coming from California to Nevada, from Nevada to Waco, Texas. And on the side you can see how much the rate is, like how much they pay per mile is. And also so at the end of the week, the truck makes $11,765, and I made $2,941.40 plus I take advance. You see that I take advance of $150, and then I also run out of fuels, and the company is using Pilot Flying J, and that's the only one they use. So it was kind of far away, and the light for the fuel come up. When the light come up, I have to go get fuel, whatever trucks, not even a truck stop. I was driving in a jungle, and there is no truck stop within 200-300 miles. I just have to pull to whatever local truck stop, a gas station that have diesel. And I think I paid like $40 or 30 gallons of fuel, and I spend out of my own pocket, my debit card, to pay for that. It says $204, and they immediately reimburse. And this company, they will immediately reimburse the money. Anything that you spend, they will immediately reimburse it through a cash app. They just send it to you right away. Soon as you send them the receipts, hey, this is how much money I pay for the diesel for the truck, and I'm too far away to make it to the next truck stop. I am worried about running out of fuel and then the tow. If I run out of fuel, and then if the truck run out of fuel and they have to tow it, the tow will cost a lot more than $200, believe me. But that's what it was. And I think I should also show you a rate cons. This company, remember, I'm getting paid per percentage. They send me a rate con directly from the broker. Remember, I don't trust the dispatch, just how I am. If you're not gonna send me a rate con directly from the broker, I cannot work with you. That's how I told him. Let me pull up. I hope the video still didn't stop. Okay, didn't still. The video is still here. So let me pull up one of the rate con, just kind of show you. So this is what one of the rate con look like. On the bottom you see how much it says freight pays. I don't want to show the company name because I don't want to get in trouble with people calling and harassing a company. This load is, as you can see, is for Walmart, and the total mileage is 438 miles right here. See that? 438 miles, and it pays $1,700, and that's it. So then you may ask, how do you get to be paid a lot of money? And then they send me the rate con immediately to my email. Rate con pickup. Let's get rid of that. So my advice to you is, remember, the way I get to make something like this is through negotiation. I never accept a pay that's not going to satisfy what I expect to make at the end of the week. I also remember that the pay stub that I just showed you, they didn't have any deduction from me as a driver. There is no escrow. There is no any kind of insurances deducted from there. There is zero. There is no deduction from there. And this is a European company, by the way. A lot of companies that I work for, many of them are Europeans, and they expected the Europeans. There are a lot of scam European companies out there, but also there are a lot of good European companies out there, and the Europeans are not like American companies. The difference is that you can you will make way more money than if you work for American companies, and the downside is that they don't follow the law like the American companies, and you get to drive as many miles. Sometimes they will pressure you to drive 24 hours or 48 hours or 28 hours. Let's say you finish with 11 hours. They can give you, or they can edit the drive time and have you get another 11 hours to drive. If you wanted to, you can drive. If you don't, you don't have to. But this is how do they do that on e-logs? E-log is not supposed to be edited. It's true. E-log is not supposed to be edited, but again, and those companies, they do whatever benefit them the most. They will work very hard around. They will work very bluntly around the law, to circumvent the law, to make sure that they're not getting caught, and they will never get caught because they are in control of the apps. They are in control of the e-logs. This e-log is actually a lot of these companies, they themselves have people working in these e-logs that are under the company's payroll. The company hire people, and the company is connected, and some of them even own and operate one of these e-logs that people use to monitor, to be in compliances with the DOT. That's that. And then you got to make sure to get to don't work for any companies that require them for you to pay them to work for the company. If any company require of you to give them money or to deduct anything from your paycheck, that should be a complete red flag. You should run. It doesn't matter how much they make it sound so great that we love you, we love drivers, we love you drivers, we never harm you, we give you the money back after you leave. Bullshit. If you are not willing to give me the money now, if you're willing to take my money now, why would you rely on them to give you the money after you leave? It makes no sense. So that's the thing. Don't work for anything that will take or hold money out of your paycheck, or the company that will hold a week or 2 week your paycheck before they pay you. Let's say you start Monday, they don't pay you. They don't pay you after 1 week. Or in my case, these guys actually pay me every week. They don't hold any check because I don't allow them to hold any money. My agreement from the very beginning is that you pay me every 7 days. I remember you also, so the company pays you every 7 days. There's don't allow them to hold you money. That's that. Also, have good equipment. Work for a company that have a good equipment. That's the third. And also hold yourself responsible when you're working. You know, some days you're gonna be very, very tired, extremely tired. You didn't want to drive, and you may have another, 400 or 500 miles ahead of you. You have to deliver tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. But you're really tired. You don't feel like driving. Sometimes you may have to just sleep for like an hour and then get out and drive. You have the amount of work that goes into this, the pay stub that I show you. It shows there's a good money, but amount of work that I put in is an astronomical amount of driving, dealing with the dispatch, dealing with the brokers, dealing with the shipping and receiving. The job is very stressful, and also you have to constantly dodge traffic, dodge accident, like 100 of accident every time that you get on the highway to drive. You gotta have some kind of dash camera. There are people that drive on the road, on the highway, on every other road that looking to get into accident. Again, there are people that looking to make money off of the trucking company. There are companies, I mean, not a company, but I'm talking about individual citizens in the United States that are a lot of times looking to make money by crashing into a truck and blaming trucks for the accident so they can make some money. You got to be aware of that. To protect yourself from this, have a dash camera and keep your distance. Simple. And have a dash camera, keep your distance. And then so a lot of sacrificing, and then as far as my schedule, I work at the minimum of 3 weeks out. I'll be on the road for straight 3 weeks, and then I go home for a couple of days. And I intended to do this while I'm young. I do this, let's say, for a couple of years, maybe 5-6 years, and then after that I also heavily invested in stocks, in cryptocurrencies. So eventually the goal is to work as much as I can when I'm young, and I hope you do the same. And then when you get to the age of like 40 or 45 or 42 or whatever, you don't really need to work anymore. You can live off of the investment, and you can buy your own or open some sort of businesses. And I have opened a Amazon store on Amazon. But anyway, so this is what I'm showing you for the pay stubs. I have shown you 3 of them. I believe I show you 4 of them. This is one, and Las Vegas. Those are 3 deliveries. It's $3,000. The truck makes $12,450. At the end, I made $3,000. This one, the truck makes $10,600. At the end of the week, I made $26.50 plus the truck wash. They reimbursed me for $50. And then the third one, and the truck makes $10,950. At the end of the week, I made $2,737.50 plus the $50 truck wash, and then again $27.87. And then this is the 4th and last one, and the truck makes $11,765. I made my portion is $2,941, and I took a $150 advance that week. And then the fuel, I pay for the fuel and they reimburse me, so I made $2,996. So those are what I'm going to show you. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment, and then hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of what kind of stuff am I getting into. And if you have any question, reach out to me. Enjoy your weekend.